Hey everyone, it's Versha from Knowing Lux. I'm here to talk about my favorite Chanel bag today. And the reason that I think it's really important that you watch this video is because I think too often people are convinced that there are certain kinds of Chanel bags you should buy, certain kind that you shouldn't. Some are seasonal, some are classics, do this, do that. And I'm here to debunk some of that stuff. And so if you're the kind of handbag lover who just wants to enjoy their bags and you know yourself, you know what you like to wear, you know what you like to do, what you typically use your bags for, then this is gonna make a lot of sense for you, because I don't know that it necessarily falls into the classic sort of traditional way, a safe way of looking at handbags and how to use them. So like that 19, for example, might fall under the safe category, I think, though it is a little more unique. The one I'm about to show you, that is my all-time favorite, is a seasonal bag from a while ago. Now, before you get upset that what I show you is not available right now, again, the reason that I'm showing this to you is because it's gonna debunk some of the concepts that make it really, I have it right here, that make it really important to pick the right thing. And the thing about seasonal bags is that there's variety, there's interest, it kind of stands out from the crowd. But also what's interesting about this bag, and here, let me just show you. It is this Chanel seasonal flat bag in a canvas with this sort of distressed look in a green khaki from the 2016 Cuba. That was their cruise collection, I think at the time, Cuba cruise in 2016. And I did buy this secondhand, and I hunted and hunted for it at the time, couldn't get my hands on it, and then eventually was able to find it secondhand. I can't remember, I think Tradesy is where I bought this actually. And it's been a while now with me. I think this has been with me probably for about 16, I bought it the year later. So 5 years. Oh my gosh, I've had this bag for 5 years. Now, point number one, those of you who think that Chanel should only be leather because fabric is going to fade, fabric is going to not be as durable, not be as durable. It's not a coated canvas, though it is like a canvas. It's like a mixed, yeah, it's canvas / denim, I would say. I use this bag pretty much every summer, pretty loosey-goosey with it. It sounds like a funny thing to say about it. It's full right now because I just took it out for a ride. I do, I guess there's some discoloration, but it's kind of a forgiving color, right? And these are my marks. When I bought it, it was in really great condition. So this is all me, but it's super durable. The corners have not worn. You're probably seeing something, if you're watching this on a big screen or really super high def, there is some tarnishing of here, but I think that's also very charming about the bag. Now this is kind of like a blackish leather, which kind of threw me off. I had to double check the authenticity of it because of that. This is how they made it. And I personally absolutely love it because I think it brings out some of this inside cloth a little bit and just gives it a much more casual and rugged look. Though I have worn it dressed up, I'm wearing this very casual summer dress because where I live, it's very, very warm. And so I often just need something flowy that looks somewhat put together. And then when I add this bag, it's such a great boho chic kind of vibe. So let me show you. A lot of the seasonal bags do come at a more crossbody kind of fit, which I think is also really coveted because this is pretty much the size of a medium flap. It's probably somewhere between a medium and a jumbo, and it definitely fits as much as a jumbo and less than a medium, even though it's closer to that medium size because it's a single flap. The inside, again, it's been worn, but I still think it looks in really good shape. And so I do think that if you find a canvas bag or you find a fabric bag, consider the color it might be in or the thickness of this. I mean, it's very thick. Inside's pink, which is really cute. I have my LV wallet that fits, the key card, the keychain kind of thing. So I can keep my key fob for my building and my keys and protect these fabric lined bags. Though this is lined with a very thick canvas. So key card was in here, phone definitely fits in here as well as all this stuff. And I have the iPhone 13 Pro. So not the huge one, not the Max, but like the regular Pro, which is quite large of a phone. And I keep a like pop socket on it, so it gets a little more bulky. So there's that. And then I have this like Dior makeup bag thing where I try to keep everything in here, but just in case a lipstick breaks open or something, you know, I love these. I love the Chanel Longwear lipsticks. And I've got this Guerlain lotion thing, which is like, oh no, is it? Yeah, it's Guerlain. It's really, really good hand lotion, bug spray, because it's, you know, a chemical-free bug spray. Purell wipes, because that's the world we live in now. Like a little compact, some pills, because I get migraines. So quite a few things, some chapstick, some more hand sanitizer, all that fits in this little pouch that always kind of goes inside all of my bags. And then I have more sanitizer. I have this new Hermes lip color, more hand sanitizer. My car keys, which I put in this little Hermes case, and it fits really nicely. It prevents any buttons from accidentally getting pushed, and it also protects the car keys, the actual car key from getting like scratched up because it's a lease. So I want to like protect the thing that I have to return. And then I've got like some receipts and stuff in here, you know, no big deal. But yeah, it's quite spacious, I would say, inside. And it has a little zip here. So if I had to fit more, what I would end up doing is probably just putting my wallet contents, like the basics, in that zipper pocket and then shoving maybe a shawl in there or a scarf. It's amazing what you can, you know, those Hermes shawls, they can be rolled up into something so small and then can keep you warm for hours out in the cold and mild-ish cold weather. But yeah, this is probably my favorite in all of my collection. I think it is my favorite in all of my collection. And I think what also makes it special is that I wanted it so badly and finally found it. I can't tell you the number of times I have really wanted something and it gets sold out before I can even hear about it or before I can get my hands on it, because I am not a VIP type client. And so, you know, by the time it trickles, and quite frankly, as much as I love this stuff, there's always someone out there who knows more than you and who has access to it or who's just really dying for it to spend that extra 10% or 20% and have it by a personal shopper, which I just like haven't had the need to do something like that. And seasonal bags just come and go. And I should do a whole video on all the things that I wish I had gotten at the time and just pulled the trigger. But I'm very, you know, I'm very cautious about my spending in a way that is arguably necessary, not necessary, I don't know. But the point is that I'm like a regular person and I'm a very blessed, very, you know, it's not a regular person necessarily who can buy these kinds of things on a regular basis. But having said that, I have to be able to use it. You know, I don't want to be wasting things. I do care about the environment. I'm not just buying to like churn through stuff. And so when I give something enough thought to really love it, it means I should pull the trigger. And it's taken me probably until my late 30s, early 40s, which is like where I'm at now, you know, to really have the confidence to be like, okay, I can make a good decision. Like, this is okay. And so this is one of those ones where I trusted myself to really want it. I trusted myself to go for it. And then I just couldn't get my hands on it. So that's a separate thing, right? That's just like a matter of like external things. But I have really learned to pull the trigger when I'm confident in my decision because, you know, it's a grown-up thing. So anyways, that's kind of a side note. You know, I'm a dating and relationship coach. So there is always something in my world related to just really being in touch with who you are, even when it comes to some of these types of purchases that may seem a little materialistic. I do everything in my life with a lot of intention. And so when I have a passion or an interest, and this is like my creative side, right? Like this is art and this is fun. And so this is a really important part of my life. And so this is why I love this bag. I just think it's a beautiful neutral. Green happens to be my favorite color, and I actually don't wear a lot of green. It tends to be like hidden in some like wild print, or I liked it to be the pop of color, you know, because I actually probably can't think of more than 2 things in my entire closet that are green, except for this. Besides this, I mean, like clothing wise. So let me know what you think. Are you scared to buy seasonal bags? Would you please subscribe to my channel? I would love that, especially if you watch this far in. Let me know in the comments if you have any seasonal bags, which is your favorite Chanel bag, and do you have any questions about buying seasonal, buying secondhand, going into a store? Which, by the way, is another thing to consider, that when you go into the stores, these seasonal bags, major price savings compared to the flaps. And you get a lot of times, you get a very similar silhouette to a classic. Now, that stuff doesn't necessarily matter to me, but if it does for you, I just think it's so beautiful. I love it. I don't know. Some people probably think it's ugly. My dad looked at it and he was like, what are you, joining the army? Like, what? So he just couldn't get it, but that's okay. Not everyone has to get it. See, it's worn. You'll see it on the turn, because I'm always touching this, and I wear lotions on my hands. Like, it's super greasy all the time, and it is what it is. I still love it. And it's a workhorse. So it also really looks good shoulder length like that. Like, come on, it's so cute. But let me know if you disagree, because I love hearing people's opinions on this kind of stuff. And thanks for watching.